you said it's not okay to hate. I want to say it as loud as I can. If you are full of hate, this hate becomes action.
If you're filled with hate, if you are filled with hate, there's a probability in your lifetime that things can happen to you. You can get ill, you can get dementia, you can get a psychiatric illness, something where your brain isn't working right. And if it's filled with hate, you could easily become action, just inadvertently, let alone if the hate itself motivates you to action. So I say we don't tolerate hate anywhere.
He did not say anything racist. I heard the tapes. He used the word black.
Right.
He didn't even use the N-word. Ali,
That's right.
Get real with yourself.
Frank,
right.
whenever you talk, Miss Ali, you're confirming everything Miss Ali believes.
Amen.
Black people go around this country every day, even those that you all think love you, and they're constantly talking about the racism they have to endure, all of their racist bosses and supervisors. But then every time they find out about one, it's Chaka Dutoit. He's a racist. They act like it's a surprise. I don't understand what that means. And if they're getting ready to fire Sterling because he made some racist comments, well, they better fire every white businessman in America over the age of 50.
From what I understand, he's been a racist for years.
Yes.
Yes. So why now is
Yes.
everybody outraged? Why weren't people outraged before when this was an issue? Only now because it's public.
Well, I think because before, and I'll let Jennifer, you would follow up on this, I think before people's jobs were in jeopardy if they spoke up. Now his job is in jeopardy as a result of everyone being aware of what he said.
V has not explained to me why she does this. I have been told that she is his archivist.
Everyone's calling her a gold digger, which I think isn't necessarily unfair, but what do you expect? If you're going to sleep with an 81-year-old man, you
want something
deserve
in
your
return.
Birkin.
Oh.
You deserve your Bentley. You deserve your condo. That is disgusting.
It's hard to know what's for the cameras, you know, what's posturing and what's just freaking out or being in an extraordinary situation all of a sudden.
V. Stiviano looked at me crying and she says, Corinne, I am so unhappy, I'm miserable, and I don't have any guidance. That's what she said to me. Don't come for me.
Easy, Corinne.
Because I have not sent for you.
Is this really breaking news, Dr. Drew? Okay, so Crack Mayor admits that he's an alcoholic. I think that's the biggest understatement of the year.
My fear is that Danini's going to come out of this being a book thumper. You know, he's going to be magically a flight to health. All of a sudden, he's going to be perfectly well and deep in his recovery. Yeah, that's not a good thing either. A real recovery is humble and quiet.
Yeah. I'm conflicted about this because I don't really know whether or not he is seriously going into rehab because he sees that he needs some help, or is that he sees that the election is slipping away from him and he has enough time to get it together and to give the public the appearance that he's pulling himself together in order to have a real good run for the office for re-election.
If we're getting to the point where snitching and tattletaling is the way the world is going to, where you can't even trust your dealer, then rich and famous people are in for a rude awakening.
How is it different than prostitution when it's an illegal act that's paid for money for sex?
At the end of the day, it does come down, it is prostitution. They're soliciting money for sex, like you have said.
Here's this promising young woman. She's going to med school, has 2 bachelor degrees, and yet she is asking to be defined and objectified, basically.
What year in medical school is she?
She actually hasn't mentioned it in the media.
She's not in medical school.
She may not be in medical
Drew,
school.
The same woman said she didn't want publicity. I don't want to talk about this. Yet she has a publicist on the phone with you, and she's putting out press releases.
And I guess,
come on.
Now, Sam, help me understand why she needs to spend, a healthy young adult needs to spend 6 days in the hospital.
Well, you tell us, because according to a number of sources, she went into the hospital because she was having severe migraines.
Okay, she may have gone to the hospital for severe migraines. Under no circumstance does a patient stay in the hospital on the medical unit for migraines for 6 days. I can't think of any circumstance where that would happen.
I think it might also be some exhaustion. You know, the public scrutiny.
Exhaustion is nothing. Exhaustion is completely meaningless.
Wait, let me finish.
There's no such thing as there's no insurance company on earth. Hang on. There's no insurance company on earth that will pay for a diagnosis of exhaustion for a hospitalization for a young, healthy person.
In the same sentence as a possible eating disorder.
Let's stop making stupid people rich. Why these people are on TV is beyond my understanding, and I don't understand why people like train wreck television, and that's what we have going on here.
And by the way, I'd rather watch Double Dare than Tori and Dean.
There you
Can we
go.
bring Double Dare back, please?
Yes.
Thank you.